And we're live. Hello and thank you for watching. Is my audio working?
Hello.
Yeah, look at that. Audio's working on the first try.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Oh my
Very
god. The
professional
first
over here.
time.
Um, so I'll let you guys jump right back into your discussions because they were starting to talk about their plans to get out of here
We were
pre-stream.
excited.
Yeah.
All right, so Adrian, so you can if this wind walking spell of yours does
Yes.
not require your concentration, could you do another spell that does require your concentration and then do the wind walking spell?
Yes, I was planning on it. What would you guys want me to do? I'm also going to start, as we're talking, I'm reaching into my gray bag of tricks and pulling out. I'm going to do it 3 times. A 5, a 6, and a 1,
I freaking love the bag of tricks.
which is a panther, a giant badger, and a weasel. And I'm going to tell them to all hold back and start attacking people as they come through the door to help distract them, but not to seriously injure them. And so while they're hiding, Finn, what did you want me to do? We got to be fast.
All right, so
I'm gonna
can you
barricade the door.
can
real
you use another
Yes.
spell? Can you this gravity spell you were telling me about before?
Oh, yeah, I could do that too.
Can you do the gravity spell on them, and then we wisp by as they are falling up?
Oh
Well,
yeah, that would
reverse so reverse gravity is not, or reverse gravity is concentration, and windwalk is not, but windwalk takes a minute to cast. Can I hold concentration, or can I hold concentration while I cast another spell for a minute?
So you can do two spells as long as they're not both concentration, but you're saying you want to
Well,
cast
um
Windwalk.
no, windwalk is not concentration, but it takes a minute to cast.
Yeah.
And reverse gravity, wherever that is concentration, but it's instant.
So like, are you
And it
you're trying
lasts.
to, because once you're in wind form, you can't cast spells anymore, right?
Correct. That'd be insane. Yeah, so the only action you can take is the dash action.
Yeah.
Or revert back into your normal form. So can I hold greater rest or reverse gravity for like right before we turn to wind walks?
No.
Because otherwise we're gonna reverse gravity, everyone's gonna throw up, everyone's gonna like go nuts, and then a minute later we turn to smoke and everybody drops. So that could kind of work out.
I'd
I
say
think that actually might work better because people might be stunned. Like,
Yeah.
I will
And we
say
just gotta go ahead.
I'll say like you'd have to cast one and then the other. So you could cast reverse gravity and have them do whatever happens and then start working on your other spell. Um,
Yeah.
you couldn't like start casting.
Right, no. So
Okay.
what I'm
Alright.
saying is, reverse gravity lasts for 1 minute, and it takes 1 minute for windwalk
Okay.
to cast. So while I'm
Yes.
casting windwalk, reverse gravity just up, holding as many of them up that failed in the air.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, you could do that. That would work.
I think that sounds like a plan because of the disorientation that will result in slamming into the floor.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, and then everybody else, let's just start making a fire. Burn everything you possibly can.
Say less.
How about at the final moment, right before we turn, we put all the burnable things right in front of the door, and I cast a fireball right at the pile of things, blowing the door open.
Easy.
Everyone falls from the ceiling. We
There's smoke
swoop on
everywhere.
by.
This
Yeah,
is why
I
we
like that.
brainstorm. I like that. All right.
I'm also casting fireball at the door. 'Cause
We are both casting fireball at the door.
All right. So we're gonna do this.
At what
I'm
level
s-
did I cast?
we want more
I might-
smoke. I guess I mean they're gonna be all.
Seventh level.
I might suggest third, in case you need it again later.
Yeah.
Hey, does everybody want to do like handstands? Because we're all gonna get hit by reverse gravity.
Can't you
Just
like
hold on to
angle it
Sheila
to
and I'll
not
hold
hit
on
us
to
in
it.
here?
It's a 50-foot diameter, or a 50-foot. What is it? 50-foot radius, 100-foot high cylinder.
So just aim it to not touch us.
Could I aim it to
We
not touch us
could,
in this
in theory,
space?
hide inside of my
If that's possible. If
pocket
not,
dimension.
ignore me.
Isn't radius half?
Yeah,
or
radius
is that
is half.
diameter? So it's 100.
Yeah, so it would be this entire thing.
It would literally hit the entire basement. So everyone just get ready to be upside down or grab onto
All
something.
right.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like everyone just anchor onto me, and then
Oh.
Yeah, because it's so all creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground in the area fall upward and reach the top of the area. A creature can make a dexterity saving throw to grab onto a fixed object. So I'm assuming if we know it's happening, we can just grab onto something and be prepared for gravity to release, no?
I'm going to hand a feather to Sheila, and I'm gonna be like, cast Featherfall. Actually, do you know how to cast anything?
I only know how to get casted in musicals.
Right. Okay.
Is that a lore drop? Were you in a
She's a performer.
So my feather of Featherfall.
I'm
What
gonna
about-
I'm gonna just take out a piton and like hammer it into the wall and just rope myself to that and just have my
Perfect.
knife ready to cut it when
Hey, give me one of those.
Just- Sheila's
Right,
gonna put her sword
I have
on the
a
door.
handful of pitons if people want them.
Yeah.
Alright,
You all do whatever you need to do. I'm going to Featherfall.
All right, so we'll do that. You guys just say when, and let's everyone get everything in the front of the door, and we'll blow it open. Just say when.
Yeah, let's move everything now.
Get in the
And
front.
Finn's gonna start dragging like one of the benches over.
Okay.
Sheila's just gonna kick a bench in half and then move it over.
I don't.
Right, so all three of the benches are just getting stacked up at the door. Is
Yep.
there anything else in the room that's burnable? Anything else in the area besides that? Is there like desk supplies and like paper and shit? Is it like an office or?
So there's a bunch of filing cabinets. The filing cabinets themselves are, I was about to say metal because I always deal with metal filing cabinets, but like, I'd imagine those would probably be wood, and then because this is like thinking like fantasy, so those are probably all wood, and then they are all filled with paper.
All right, so let's all add that. So we just add. I'm assuming we just add everything that we possibly can in front of this door, stack it all up nice so it's barricaded.
Hold up. Do these doors open out or in?
They open with fireball.
I would
matter?
like
We're
to
about to
point
blow
something
them up.
out.
They open.
Why are we building an inferno in front of the door that we are trying to destroy and
Oh,
then go through?
I'm gonna
Extra
I'm gonna turn this into gusts of wind, and we're gonna fly out with the smoke. So there just has to be a crack in the door, and we'll filter out with the rest of the smoke so they can't see us.
So as a note, when there is a large fire, there is an updraft. I would prefer to not get caught in this room because of the large fire in front of the door.
We have a movement speed of 300 feet, so we should be
Okay.
able to get out.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Well,
We
does
can't-
our
Even if it's
we're-
difficult
I will
terrain.
put my understanding of physics aside for the time.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
fantasy. Come on.
disregard the
I'm turning this into gusts of wind. Come on.
Sounds like half speed difficult terrain to me.
All right, 150 feet of movement it is. All right. I'm gonna. Does anybody have any oil or anything to make it extra smoky in here and just really freak them out?
Yes.
Nocton does.
Awesome. Pour all that on there too. Oh, is there any? We didn't see any money, right? We just saw magical items. Whatever. It's too late. Let's go.
You
Hey,
guys
in the
got pretty
meantime-
much everything you could
We
think
got-
of in terms of like,
In the meantime, Nocton, while Etrian's casting this, would you want to pull out your little flute thing and maybe scare some of them off?
Oh yeah.
No, I had
Once-
to use that as a diversion, remember?
yeah, that's currently
yeah.
sitting up in a hallway somewhere, which
Oh,
will
well, it's a
eventually
pretty
be
good
evidence.
trade.
But
Right.
We could always come back. We know how to get out now. So hopefully,
We know
Edrian's
how to
getting real
get out
excited
now.
about this now. As soon as I
they
cast
make it
Gravity Well, it's
airtight.
on. So Gravity Well is instant, and then it takes a minute to cast Windwalk, and then after that minute's up, everyone falls, and we're gusts of wind. So we gotta, as soon as I hit them with anti-gravity, we gotta just blow them all up. So someone give me a countdown.
okay, so
Where'd he go?
hold on before you guys actually start an issue. So your plan is to cast reverse gravity, and
Mhm.
then you're going to cast that, and then immediately start casting Windwalk.
Yes,
Um,
and they're gonna blow up the doors with fireball and burn all the stuff that's in front of it.
We're gonna blow up the doors as like the moment before we turn into wind.
You know what? Yeah. And then we're gonna fly out of there as gusts of wind with the giant puff of smoke that's gonna come out with the explosion.
Okay, and where are you guys going to cast this? Where are you guys going to start? Where are you guys going to be to cast
Etrian's over here.
Windwalk? Okay.
And they all said they got to the wall or yeah, so and before we do anything, can we all check that we didn't see any like fire extinguishing systems or like vents or anything, right?
How you
Before we
wanna
start.
look? That's not fun.
I've been planning it this entire time. We just haven't all stopped planning yet.
let me
imagine there are
regardless or not,
there
there's
are
gonna
not
be smoke.
sufficient systems
Even
as the fire I set earlier was a problem for them.
Okay. Well, yeah, but that wasn't in this highest security. Well, this
That's a
be
dirty 20
perception?
for perception to see if there are events.
So where you guys are currently in this like atrium, I guess, like this in between the hot, like the heavily secured evidence area and the um, outer area, you don't see any fire secure like like systems.
Fire
Um,
suppression system.
yeah.
That's quite the oversight on their part.
Well,
I feel like if
didn't
this place
expect
goes, there's
us.
so many terrible things, they just kind of let it go.
You do notice that if you guys are kind of poking your head into the evidence area, there are a whole bunch of different types of like suppression systems. You're not even sure what all of them do, but there's a lot of things that like attached to the walls um, that and you're like those probably have to do something. Um, but yeah, in
So
terms
let's.
of this area specifically where you are, there's nothing.
All right, so just gonna fill up with smoke real fast as far as we can tell, and then we can stay in this for 8 hours. So we just go with the smoke and see what we can see if we can find a way out. I mean, we don't gotta rush necessarily. I don't know if True Sight can see us.
What's everyone's constitution modifier?
Uh-oh.
0.
+1.
Modifier is 1.
Yeah, 1
+4.
plus 4. So,
Why?
well, it's how long you can hold your breath. And
I don't think we have to breathe as a gaseous form.
I'm talking about as the room fills with smoke for uh
Oh,
No,
for a
wait,
minute.
you guys are gonna
'Cause we're gonna blow up the door and then immediately turn
be
yes.
So
okay,
someone
never
start
mind,
counting. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
Nice
never mind.
try, DM. No.
I want to make sure I have it all right, cause all right. So
We've
knocked
thought
on.
of every. No.
Nocton, you want to start counting a minute? I'm sure the rest of us could, but I'm sure
Now.
none will be as
All
accurate
right,
as you.
I cast reverse gravity as soon as he said now.
okay, so as you cast reverse gravity, you
Oh
guys
shit!
Everybody
f-
tied themselves to the wall.
Holy shit.
you all feel yourself pulled by your anchor. And I'm gonna have to make some rolls. I think I group them all to try and speed up this process. So,
Fed the
It's
fall.
a dexterity. Hold on.
Let me roll to see how many
Oh.
feather falls I have.
Etrian's
Oh,
casting
that's
his
not one.
spell. Sheila's gonna be throwing
Nice.
shit onto the burn pile. She's gonna look at Finn and be like, "Yo, do you think anyone's gonna miss these deed records?
Yeah.
These what records?
Deed records?
Oh boy.
I hope not.
What's a deed?
Dex of 18.
I mean, for real though, fuck
18.
them.
Okay. So +6. So that's
Properties construct anyway.
those guys.
Adrian's turning into an anarchist, I think. He's on board with all this stuff. Just
Welcome.
First group fails.
Yes. Love to
Second
see it.
group also fails. Okay. So
Nice, nice.
let's see if I can find
Right
a
back.
good. Um, Can you? Oh, I can't. All right, whatever. So arena groups are upside down. Arcane enforcers are +5. One, 2, 3. Wow.
yeah. Is that everyone?
It's all but one more group.
This has got to be so surprising.
I was gonna say the fact that they're all failing is pretty impressive.
Also,
If they
how
pass, do they not fall, or do they just not take damage when they fall?
they are able to they can make a creature can make a dexterity saving throw to grab onto a fixed object they can reach, thus avoiding the fall. So some of those people might not even make them because there's nothing in the center of the room. But also, how tall is the ceiling here?
Yeah.
It's about well, I'd say it's about 20 feet tall. It's like 2
Okay.
stories. So
Because they do take falling damage.
yeah, it won't be enough to like kill any of them. Like even if it was like full blower boat, but
Okay.
I'm just.
Do you want me to put any? Do we have any markers I can put down for my 3 animals? because they're gonna charge out as soon as this stuff lands and just start. They're not gonna. They're gonna use. I told them not to kill people.
Oh, now you're worried about killing me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, hold on.
Well, they
All
know
right.
the risk going in, and they shouldn't have cornered
Cat.
people. Hell yeah.
What did you have? You had a cat.
A cat, a boar, and a weasel.
I thought it was
Okay.
a panther.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, panther, a boar.
There is a difference.
A panther is technically a cat.
A cat is technically a panther.
Yeah.
And a bear is technically a dog.
Yep.
For a couple of seconds.
All right. I'm just gonna give you.
Stem cells, man.
All right. So badger.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, giant badger and something.
Those are large.
Yeah, it's
There you
because the
go.
scale's wrong on this map. That's why like everything keeps coming in like huge.
Well, they're supposed to be large.
The badger is. Yeah. The rest
Oh.
of them are normal.
Large badger.
Or
Not
giant,
true,
whatever
not
that is.
true.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that those really matter.
Just wanted representation for my animals.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Just in
Okay.
case you try to pull anything and we need a more of a distraction.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and then my last two rolls. Garbage. All of them, literally all of them, just get
Yes.
flipped. They probably don't see it coming because you don't necessarily need like you can just
I don't
cast
need to
this.
see it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
cast it at the bottom of the door and it hits the entire basement area.
So like
So
there's no
gravity just
chance.
reverse.
You hear thump, 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 as like all of these people get tossed up into the ceiling. They all take.
You're just having way too much fun right now.
They all take 10 damage. I'm just gonna remember that. Uh,
And Knockdown's warning everybody before he gets to 0 so they can cast Fireball before we turn into wind.
And
Finn gracefully falls to the ceiling.
so here's where it's gonna get interesting because as this happens and everyone gets flung upside down and you guys all feel that like tether as you all get pulled, you start. I'm gonna make a couple rolls to see as they attempt to dispel this.
oh boy.
The gravity?
Already
Yeah.
in the air.
That's all right.
So
It only lasts for a minute.
I know, which
Or
is fine.
concentration up to a minute. So as soon as I cast, well, yeah, I'll try to hold it up until the end. Up until for a
I don't
full
want to
minute.
make like a million rolls, so I'm gonna make one for each group. So because you cast it at 7th level, so they'd probably be casting it at 5th. So God, I gotta remember how dispel magic works. It's easy when it's the same level spell.
Yeah, but if not, you have to roll a 10 plus those. So they have to roll a 17.
Okay. So, okay. 10 plus. Okay, it's their spellcasting ability modifiers. Okay.
Ah,
So plus 7. All right.
oh damn.
Okay, so 15, 16, and then my other two are not as strong. Plus 3.
So tense right now.
Love it.
Okay,
Oh,
so it goes a while because there's people casting spells, like trying to dispel this. There's also this time frame where, it's like there's a lot of shouting and confusion as it happens. So like, you guys get a few rounds of them just trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, and then eventually, as like they start realizing what's going on and start trying to dispel it, probably about 2 rounds before. And I'm gonna have you guys all roll initiative at this point, because about 2
Yeah.
rounds before you guys are able to. Oh, let me put the tracker up. You hear them all like hit the ground and then start heading towards the door.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Um, you guys didn't think you were just gonna walk out of here, did you?
I mean,
This works out great. Everyone just launch all of your fieriest attacks at the door
I mean, it's an option. It is an option. Like, I'm
and
not
hold
gonna
them back for,
I can
you
wall
know.
of fire the whole door, so like they're not gonna want to walk through a giant wall of fire.
That's true. And then you just gotta hold it until you have to hope they don't dispel it again.
True.
Are you out of sight of the door?
No,
Oh,
I'm
you
right in
can
front of
move.
it. I can move. Yeah.
Well, plus the door's not open yet either, so I'd hold everything until they. Well, you guys do what you're gonna do, but at least it's not open yet, so it
No,
might take a while. There's a lot of people, but it's like real packed together, you know.
Right.
I would say there's a chance they don't even get in, but
Yeah.
I don't want to take all the fun out of it.
What's fun about succeeding beyond your wildest dreams?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it added them as all of. Oh God, hold on.
You guys, in the meantime, while they may be coming in, should we all hide over here in the corner and I will make us all invisible?
Yes. Perfect.
I mean, yeah. Are we out of sight of the camera
We are
over there?
indeed over here. Yeah.
Yep. So are you guys all?
Wait.
You guys are all in the corner
What
currently.
about the rope trick? This is the perfect moment for the rope trick.
that is correct.
Damn, I should have leaned out and casted it, and then oh well, you live and learn. Next time.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, this group. Initiative plus 6. Okay. Hmm, 11, 26. Okay.
You might want to tell your animals to barricade the door.
I can on my turn. So I did tell them that if anybody comes through the door to attack them, but not to kill them. So they're all holding attack for the first person to come through. It's gonna be the most surprising day of a lot of these soldier or police officers' lives.
True.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great story for them to tell.
Right.
Yes.
So you guys hear, you guys are like, oh, it's working. Like, you're listening to Knockdown, and he's like, he's like 12, or it's like 13, and you hear thump as all of these bodies fall back to the floor, taking another
Oh yeah.
7 damage. So they're all already a little beaten up. And as they all hit the ground, you hear like, charge! And they just start coming for the door. So uh, as the first groups get there, they start kind of like battering up against the door, and there's all the things in the way. Um, so they're just gonna make. I'm gonna have them make contested strength checks against. Um, I guess
Can we push back?
I was gonna say I'll have you guys pushing back. I'll say, Sheila, if you wanna just do it with advantage because of all the stuff you guys have behind the door, I'll assume that's
Definitely
kind
the highest strength here, 100%.
Yeah.
of. And then we'll see how they do. So give me 3 strength rolls. I'll give them 3 strength rolls as their groups push, as they attempt to get through. Let me grab the enforcers, plus 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so success, fail, fail. So essentially what happens is they are able to crack the door open before you're able to like really like dig in and hold it shut. So you guys see as the door cracks open and like a sword goes through it, um,
So,
and then kind of like wedges itself between, so you guys can't get the door back shut.
is it open enough for a weasel to see someone?
It is. It's probably
Just
big
renders
enough
like
for like one
Yeah.
person to kind of squeeze through it because they kind of swing in. So it's big enough for like one person to squeeze through it, and You don't
Can my
see.
animals? Oh, they don't see anyone yet. Okay, I wanted my weasel to try to bite somebody.
No, I will say like the arm goes through, so there is like an arm in weasel territory. So if you
Would
want to
that
make
be
a shot.
opportunity attack? No, it's entering.
Yeah.
Um,
So hold on. So it's a +5 to attack. 17 hit.
that just hits.
It does 1 damage. It says 1d1, but it probably freaks him out a lot.
Yeah. I'll have to ungroup these guys. It's my ungroup. Oh no. Oh.
Just sees an angry weasel with a piece of his flesh just.
So now he's got 18 damage. So yeah, he sticks through, bites, pulls it back. He's like, "Fuck! They got weasels in there."
The next guy's gonna get so mad at him, like, you didn't say they had a panther.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so Finn, you're up. So is this where you guys are all currently standing, or are you?
Yeah,
in
because I can
I-
see everybody from where I am, so that's where I'm
Okay.
standing,
All right.
and I'm away from the door, so I don't get
I'm
messed
gonna
up.
go back to where Finn was because he said he was gonna turn us invisible just in case.
I am going to corral everyone over here, and once everyone is near me, then I will cast invisibility on everyone.
I'll wait my turn. Yeah.
Would you? Oh well, they gotta. Who's casting fireball? Are we still doing that part? Because we still need a fire.
Oh, I'll do it. Like we're still gonna do it. I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
Okay.
just in case, they're looking through the door or whatever.
Oh yeah. My range is
Gotcha.
wicked on this. Don't worry.
All right.
Nocton, you're up.
So we have to last 8
Can I
rounds.
see through the crack in the door?
Okay.
What?
I said, can I see through the crack in the door?
It's very obscured from where you're standing. Like, if you got like here, you'd have like a clear view. But from where you're standing, it's kind of like, imagine like a door opened in, so you can kind of see through that like little slot. So you can see like these guys and these guys maybe, kind of at like.
I mean, I'm just gonna try and shoot through the door. You can give me disadvantage or whatever.
it'll just be 3/4 cover. So yeah, what are you shooting?
Does a 21 hit?
I'll say you're shooting at the guy probably right in
Probably that
front.
one.
Yeah. The guy that just got bit by a weasel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if pretty much, I guess. Well, no, it'd be this guy right here. This guy.
Okay, so that actually does hit.
Nice.
10 piercing.
All right.
That hits even with 3/4 cover.
Yeah, the squishies are in the back.
Nice.
I thought they'd be out of like range, but I didn't think about angles. So, okay. Do.
Finn is
I
motioning.
actually imagine
over
that
here.
the force of the bullet going through the crack actually makes the hole in the door a little bit bigger, but not much.
Okay, so 10. Uh, okay, cool. All right, perfect. Magmar, you're up.
I'm gonna go over to where Finn is, and I'm just gonna hold the spell Fireball so I can just let it rip whenever I choose.
Okay, all right. Perfect.
And that'll be it.
All right. You're gonna see as the individuals in the back are going to.
A&W root beer, man, so good.
In the glass bottles.
I'm so sad. Yeah, so sad he didn't fully explain that spell to me, but that's okay.
Which one?
Cone of riot control.
Oh, what?
These are characters AJ made, so like I'm trying to do them justice, but that's alright because there's no grid. All right, this guy's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's gonna try and squeeze up through here, and being able to see through, he's gonna just see Sheila, and he's gonna cast Hold Person on you.
Does my panther get an attack?
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
All right. Uh, it's going to it's going to try to bite his face.
Okay.
It's a +4 somehow. It's less than the weasel.
That's hilarious.
So it misses.
Okay. So yeah, so like
And
it goes at this person's a little bit more agile and is able to.
I do have a giant badger up there. You tell me what can reach, and I'll go with that.
I'll see if someone else tries to get through the door. We'll see the
All right, we'll
badger's
save it.
gonna.
Yeah.
So Sheila, give me a wisdom saving throw. It's going to be a DC 19.
Damn.
19.
Holy shit!
Yes!
Oh yeah.
Wow,
It
is that
continues.
Ain't no thing.
wow? So yeah, you see this like
Fucking
you see this
phenomenal.
individual just like throw a hold person at you as like the rest of them are trying to get. Unfortunately, there's this like a choke point. So they're like really stuck trying to get through it. But you're able to hold strong and resist the spell. Damn. Sheila, you're up.
That dude's arm sticking through the door still?
No, he pulled it back after he got bit by the badger.
Is there
And
is the
no,
door
and
And
then
then
went for his
almost shot in the
face.
face.
Yeah.
is it is the door ajar at all?
It's still stuck open. Basically, they pushed it open and then shoved like one of their maces in it, so it's just like stuck. You can't reclose it. Um, yeah.
Um Sheila is gonna go into her bag of holding
Okay.
and just pull out a rope real quick and just tie it on the door. Because it's not worth anything, but at least it's something. And then she's gonna go back by Fed.
So you're just gonna give
You're
me
gonna waste an
a
action. It's perfect.
no. Give
Yeah.
me a I'll say give me a strength check. I'll say you just tie it as tight as you can. I don't. There's no like rope tying check.
Is Sheila rage tying?
No.
Uh,
Apparently too angry.
yeah. I was you're not. Maybe you're just not really great with ropes. I don't
Just
know.
gonna wrap it around.
Okay. So yeah, you move back.
It's mostly for show.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at that and wonder why you did it though.
Shit.
If I have all of them around me except for Nocton, because Nocton didn't come up to me for some reason, I'm just gonna turn everyone here invisible.
Okay.
I missed something clearly. I thought we were turning into a mist.
Yeah, but we have to survive a little while.
Yeah, we have to survive 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be fine.
We're almost at the bottom of the first though.
Hopefully.
So.
So
Yeah.
in this pile, we'll have like one last person who's trying to like they're all trying to like clamor to get in there. One more person kind of hops up over this individual and kind of sees no one in immediate sight except for the animals. I'll say if you want to take your attack with your whatchamacallit.
Yeah, my badger gets 2 attacks with a +3, so does a 16 or a 13 hit.
Both of those. A 16 or a 13? A 16 hits.
All right, so the 16 is 1d. I guess the good one, it's 1d6 plus 1 instead of the 1d4.
Okay.
So 3 damage.
Woo, buddy.
Oh yeah.
So is already at 17. And is just gonna like stick their hand in and cast Cone of Cold.
Towards us or the other direction?
They're just gonna oddly spray it straight in, so I think it's just gonna hit the creatures, the animals. It's not gonna hit.
You monster. Those poor innocent animals.
Those 4 innocent animals that just keep
That
attacking
have
us.
bitten them more than once.
I mean, yeah, twice is more than once, right?
34 damage. It's
Jesus.
a Constitution saving throw. So, how much health do your animals have?
Oh, they're all dead.
Okay.
It doesn't. Yeah, they're not strong. Man. It's 13, 13, and 1.
Okay, yeah. So, as the
Etrian sheds a tear.
as the spell goes off, and you watch as they all just freeze solid into like chunks of ice, and then there's like ice all over all of the like paperwork and stuff. Uh,
That's
it's
gonna help with the fire.
it's to you at
Make it
your
real smoky. I'm
assume
going to move like over here. I'm invisible now too, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna move over there. I'm gonna duck down behind. Yeah, I'm gonna duck down behind this thing, so it's like cover.
Okay.
So I'm basically like in a ball, just hiding, and I'm gonna pop up right before I cast it.
Okay.
So I want cover is what I want if I can get it.
Okay. I'll give that to you.
All right.
So now the group of individuals is going to uh, push again on the door, but now it is less maintained by Sheila and is currently just being held by a very loose rope. Um, but there is a bunch of stuff in the way, so I'm gonna make them
And
try.
carcasses.
And carcasses. I believe they had a +5. First group pushes to no success. Second group.
Sheila's gonna start cheering, rope, rope, rope.
So you guys watch this, like you look at
Better
this,
than we
you're
thought.
looking at this rope and it's like real loose, and you're like, that's not gonna do anything, and it pulls and it snugs like just enough on the first push, and you're like,
Yo,
oh
how'd
wow,
you do
that's
that?
actually pretty good. And then
Sheila's
they
a
push again,
genius.
and the rope like snaps or like lets loose, and the door like the door opens as much as it can and cracks. So now it's like you guys are like fully visible now. The door is basically broken off the hinges. There's they can't. It's still difficult terrain because there's shit everywhere.
And they
So the
can't
door.
see us because we're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Unless,
So
except for poor Nocturne again, we left him alone.
It's fine.
Bye,
Knockdown
Knockdown.
was distracted.
Hope you find your dad.
uh, so the thing cracks. And then with the last one, they kind of all shove in. So now you watch as they kind of start pouring in on top of each other. Um,
Now would be a good time for fireball.
I'm gonna delete these just for clarity. This guy's not going in. This guy's not going in yet. Okay. So they start pouring in, though it's still tight quarters to get themselves in there. So they can't all quite get in right away. Put these guys back. Um,
Magma. So we're gonna
Yes.
just wait. So we're gonna just wait until Knockdown shouts now, because you know he's still counting.
Oh, that's true.
you're gonna watch as like
Captain, how much time?
2 of them rush over. Actually, I'll say 3 of them rush over and scoop up this dude. And just carry him out.
Oh, good. He didn't deserve to die today. He
Can you
wasn't like a
remind me how
total
long a
dick.
round is? I just want to make sure my math is right.
6 seconds.
Got it.
And the other 2 that made it through are going to kind of like look around, and they're gonna see Knockdown, and they're gonna start charging towards you. I'll say they probably just get up to you.
I believe that after this round, it is has been 1 minute.
Yeah, no, it is. This is the so when it
it's
gets
just got to get to me. When it gets to me again, I'm
Yeah.
casting Wind Walk, and we're hopefully everything's on fire and we're bouncing.
yeah. So you just got to make it through this many turns. So 2 people run up to you, Knockdown, and they're gonna take attacks at you.
Okay. No,
uh,
I would like to say that 11 was next to me. I didn't notice that.
That's
I-
fine. I'll take
okay.
that.
Great. 11 and a half or whatever it is now.
They gotta have abilities, right? Attack. Okay. There it is.
They can
Plus
attack.
10.
Turns out they actually have no abilities, so
Yeah.
I guess we're fine.
Well, AJ writes characters down differently than I do, so like, all right, a
Finding 'em.
24 and a 26. I assume those both hit.
One of them gets disadvantaged, but the other one will hit.
Okay, so I'll say,
regardless.
all right, one more roll to see with the one with disadvantage. 14.
That one does not hit.
All right, cool. So one hits, and you're gonna take. So as this sword comes down, you see it like flicker into this like reddish energy as it kind of ignites, and you're gonna take 6 slashing damage and 13 fire damage.
Okay. Immediately there's going to be protective field. And I will reduce that by, hold on, I always forget. D8 plus 5. So reduced by
13.
13.
Perfect. So
Great.
take 8 damage.
So 6 damage.
Sweet.
Right, 6?
Yeah,
Yeah.
6, you're right. Yep.
Nice.
Alright, cool. Finn, you're up.
Um, if I prepare a spell that ends my invisibility, right?
That was only when
Or-
you cast.
It's not a
Fuck.
technical cast.
Hold on. Let me read invisibility real quick.
It's you're invisible unless you attack or cast a spell.
Because like I'm technically holding a spell at the moment, so would invisibility?
Until it's
Yeah, you didn't cast it yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
So you're saying
cast
I
the
could-
spell. So yeah, I would say it's not until you cast the spell. So you can hold the spell and prep the spell, and you're not
Yeah.
casting it.
Good
Is it-
ruling.
Well,
No.
I don't know. It's
I
this
no,
is
I really think that would how it goes. You know?
Cause-
Just imagining people watching like football, be like, yeah, it's a good rule.
Stupid
Alright.
ref. No.
Yeah, yeah.
I am holding a fireball.
Okay. All right.
Can I dual that? Can I dual hold spells?
Can you dual hold spells?
One in each hand?
No.
Come on.
All right, knocked on. Oh, you got 2 people in front of you. And oh shit, I think he probably stepped out for a second. That's okay. We'll get back to him in a second. Magmar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait until Etrian casts his thing, and I'm gonna let my fireball rip at their door.
Okay, so you're also holding one. Okay, perfect.
That is correct, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, I just spilled an entire glass of coconut water all over my desk.
How dare you?
God, no.
Nice.
It's
So
okay.
irresponsible.
You're right.
I didn't even know coconuts had water.
What?
And it's gross. It's gross.
I'm
water.
not even. That's not even a joke. I didn't know there was coconut water.
It's basically Gatorade, but not
Good.
fake.
That makes less sense to me somehow.
Anyways,
I'm
knocked
sorry.
on.
yes.
You're up. You got 2 people in front of you.
Great. I'm going to swing with branding smite at one of them. So does a 26 hit?
I'm gonna go
Yes.
with you.
Yes, I don't even need to check. Yes.
And so that would be 18 damage.
Woo.
And that's gonna definitely happen again. I actually don't know. Can you, with the second attack, can you use a cantrip twice or just once?
No, you can only use a cantrip once.
So that-
Yeah. So, like,
So
I guess
then-
what cantrip are you using? I can try and
it's
clear.
branding smite.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, 'cause-
Sorry, not branding smite. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do. That's not a cantrip. I meant booming blade. So that's
Yeah,
what I.
so-
Sorry, I hit the wrong. Clicked the wrong one. So
No, that's fair. I was trying to. I'd
that's
never
not-
heard of branding smite.
so so
The
it
problem
would
is if you
actually
do it-
actually not 18. It would be 22. But yeah, let's go with 22 damage. And also you have to if you move 5 feet, then you take damage. And I'm
Okay.
going to then let's see, force
Booming Blade's also an
Howard.
attack.
rend. Well, so it's a
It's a
cantrip that
blade attack. So when you hit, you still do your weapon damage and
Right.
like 1 or 2 d8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I just want to make. I was just curious. Sorry.
Sorry, I think. I think. Yeah. Okay.
and then a force empowered rend on the same guy.
Okay. 21 to hit.
5 force damage.
Sweet. All right, cool.
Jesus. Artificers are cool.
He is my favorite.
Sweet. All right. Uh, so that
So, is this other guy 5 feet away from me, or are you calling him a little bit further back?
this guy? I'd say no. They both attacked you, so
Oh,
they're
okay,
both
great.
within
Okay.
5 feet.
Just wanted to make sure. So I'm going to. No, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. Magmar, you're holding spell. All right. So as the door breaks open, the next group of people is able to start rushing through. 5, 10, 15. Ah!
God, that guy's pretty strong. I did like 30 damage. 30.
Yeah, you messed him up. Good thing we didn't stay and fight yet.
Not to mention he also had 16 damage from falling.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Guess
Wait.
I should have paid better attention to getting turned invisible.
I'll say these guys all get to the door. They aren't able to keep going, but they're in, so they're going to look around, and 3 of them are gonna actually spend their movement flanking out this way, looking for people. So can I have everyone who's invisible give me a stealth check with advantage?
Oh no. Still.
27 work.
Just remember I'll roll for them, and you guys can let me know if it.
I rolled a nat 20.
There you go.
Nice.
Back
I hate
on
stealth
it.
rolls. But like I'm ducked down and like in a corner.
Wait, are you
Too scared and like moving.
invisible,
Yeah.
Atran? You can
Yeah,
you can roll it with
I rolled-
advantage.
I did. I rolled a 12 and a 10.
Oh. I didn't see the 12. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, plus cover.
Does that do anything for me? It's like a +3, right?
It doesn't really work in this case, but so they have a +12. Okay.
So they can't not see me.
Fog. I'm so invisible.
Okay. So I'll say Magmar, you're not noticed, Sheila, you're not noticed, but they do bump into Finn and Etrian, though they aren't able to do anything because they spend basically their whole turn getting to you and finding you. Yeah. So basically, you see them like they hit you, they aren't able to grab you, but they like bump into you, and you feel it, and you're like, oh shit. They're like, and you hear them shouting like, they're invisible, they're invisible.
No, we're not.
Um,
Oh shit.
The other 2 are going to see Nocturne, and they are going to.
Why do I feel like I'm the one who always just gets wailed on?
Because
I don't know.
in this two-parter, you have been the only one that really gets wailed on.
Yeah, I mean you are.
Somebody puts themselves in that position.
Correct.
You know.
Hey.
That is correct. You could have came to Finn.
You're gonna get 2 hold persons shot at you. So
Oh, interesting.
can you give me 2 wisdom saves, DC 13?
Yeah.
Can I? No, I can't. Pog.
23 and
20.
a 20.
Well
Not
played.
bad.
Just
Yeah.
fucking squeaking by. So you feel as they're both like, stop! And you feel your like muscles tighten for a second, but you're.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like look at them, just like completely deadpan, just shake my head.
No.
Uh, Sheila, you're up.
Oh man, what to do? What to do?
Does invisibility last if you hit something? No.
No, if you attack or cast a spell, I think it
Okay.
ends.
Now, what if I toss something as a distraction?
So theoretically, it's not an attack or a spell, so I don't believe the way I've understood it is, as long as you're not attempting to do damage, it can essentially work and not break your invisibility.
Huh.
I don't know how effective of a distraction it will be, but you can try and toss something.
Just a bench just goes flying.
I was gonna say.
Toss something. Toss like a pebble or a bench.
Oh gosh, I really don't want to break my invisibility
You
now,
can
but I
do
just want to
nothing.
go fucking all in.
You can take the dodge action too, which is basically just like get into a defensive stance and get advantage on, or anyone who attacks you has disadvantage on their attacks. It's just an option. It's there. No one ever uses it, but if you don't want to do anything, or you can hold an action.
I'll just hold my action,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna sneak up right here.
Okay. All right. The back here is going to charge in. This guy is already in. He gets in. Seeing a battered individual, he's going to cast Heal Wounds at third, fourth level. What do you have? Fourth level, or Healing Word rather. +5.
Oh, you're gonna heal the guy that I just like completely obliterated?
Correct.
Whatever.
um, and then these individuals are gonna start. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Um, they're actually gonna just do the same thing. So you're gonna watch as a bunch of healing words go off. I guess I could have just done it all in one roll. So 1, 2, 3 more. 12. Nope. Shit. Too many buttons. 12. 15. Okay.
That's a lot.
So he's back up to full. And maybe they've healed the 17th damage off of this guy as well. So they're both back at full. So yeah, you watch as a bunch of healing spells go off as they're starting to make their way in. However,
Can I use my held action real quick as people are starting to funnel in?
so at this moment, Nocton, you're at 1. So I'll let you kind of
That
play it out.
sucks.
I'll let you play it out how you want.
My health is at 1.
No.
Oh, the time.
It's the time. You're counting down.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was very confused for a moment. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, you're dead. Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be basically like as these guys sort of like run in, I just kind of hold up my hand and just go 1.
I'll wait for the. I'm holding my spell until they do their fireball until I see everything smoking and ruined.
Okay.
And
So
I'm oh wait, it's not actually my turn. I realized I probably should have backed up. How big is a fireball?
How do I move
I'm
this?
going out the door here at this group of casters.
Okay, great. Phew.
How do I move this?
how do you
Click
you gotta sometimes you gotta fidget with it to get it to actually be able to grab
Or
it.
highlight it with the arrow.
With the arrow. Oh.
So which one are you, blue? Or no? You're purple.
Yeah, I'm purple.
So where do you want it?
Right here.
Right here? Centered here? Better, worse? You guys have to see the center, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to see where it goes.
I'm gonna Mm, do
I would
you?
just
Okay, so then I would have to cast it
in front of all those.
like.
Can I
maybe-
just remember the oh no, I can't say anything invisible. Shit, never mind.
Do you, Magmar, do you see the like little arrow on the top right of roll 20? Top left.
Yeah.
The select. There you go. Okay, you got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
also, in doing so, I'm going to drop all of our invisibilities.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna. Okay.
Uh, so yeah, so as this, as you guys let loose the two fireballs,
I'm gonna look at the guy next to me and be like, "Hi."
he's gonna be like, and you
Yeah.
can see him reaching out to grab you. So the two fireballs go off. The Etrian, you watch as they hit, and immediately the room is filled with smoke. As,
Cool.
Uh,
I turn us all into wind.
okay. And then as you guys all just instantly become wisps of wind, it's a very odd sensation. Um, so I have to read this spell again because since you guys, they're essentially going to see you doing it, but
Not if we time it right with the explosion and whatnot.
I'm
And
talking
then
about like not everyone, but the guys right next to you who are like essentially trying to grab you. But I don't know if they can grab wind.
They cannot.
They can't grab you.
When on it
Oh, there it
says
is. Windwalk. Thank you.
a creature has a flying speed, resistance to damage from non-magical. The only action. I mean, I don't. I mean, it's in a. You assume a gaseous form. So what's a gaseous form in D&D?
In D&D, you can hold air.
I mean,
I mean, to be fair, yeah, it doesn't say
Fair
anything really
shit.
one way or another. So I will say, Finn and Etrian, since you're the only two that are kind of like right up on anyone and knocked on, can you both give me either a athletics or acrobatics check, um, essentially as you go to wisp away, and do it with advantage because you are gaseous forms.
you said act. Oh, it doesn't matter. So
Yes.
please.
Athletics or acrobatics. So if you're better
Oh,
with
God.
dexterity,
I'm not.
okay.
I feel like there's. I don't know.
um,
That's not great.
all right. So they're
Luckily, it's
attempting.
not concentration. So just go. I'll just turn this up.
do I need to do that too?
No, just the three that kind of had people on them as they're attempting to escape. So I think I just was going with a flat 5. Okay, so we'll go knockdowns first. Totally whiffs.
Oh, come on.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Finn second, also whiffs. And
Yes.
I'm sorry. I figured it would go the other way. I don't know. That's what I got.
I should have been saying no.
Um,
Oh no.
it doesn't mean you're necessarily instantly trapped, but like you feel like as this individual kind of like slows you down. So
So it's gaseous form because it says it turns you into a gaseous form, and the spell for gaseous form says the target can enter an occupied space of the creature. Target has resistance to non-magical damage, and it has advantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. The target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, though it treats liquids as though they were solid surfaces.
okay, you know what? To be fair, the description on this doesn't say that, and you can't grab something that's air. You can't grab air. So
I will
yeah.
go with whatever you say. I just want this to work.
No, I'm trying like I want to give them a chance because like you turn into air right in front of them, but like you turn into air, so like they probably are
He
like.
goes to grab me and like takes some falling damage into the wall as he lunges into
Yeah.
Like quite literally whiff.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh guys, these guys have disappeared.
so yeah, as you guys essentially disappear into the smoke,
Then I take
Two
my movement.
humongous explosions, and then that.
I
Fuck
take
yeah.
my full 300 feet of movement out
Yes.
and leave.
I mean, for the intents and purposes of this, we don't need to do it. And I wanted to see if you guys made it to
To this
to
point.
this point. So, as the spell goes off and you all turn into wisps of air and you see them grab towards you, Etrian, maybe you feel them like grab your foot and then it
My
like
insides, like
it turns to like he has your foot as it like turns to air and then his hand kind of just like grasps
I
onto
like
nothing.
I like to think it's just a Cheshire cat. I'm smiling at him as like everything else disappears except for my smile and the foot, and I just kind of like flip him off and then I disappear.
So at that moment, you guys all just whoosh and fly in
Do
gaseous
all of our
form.
clothes turn into it too?
I assume it's
Yes,
everything you're carrying.
everything you're carrying and wearing and whatnot.
Okay.
So I guess to clarify, did you do it to 11 and a half?
I would have done it to all of our allies.
Okay, so
If
11
possible.
and
I
a
didn't
half
know
is
if I
all.
could. I don't know if the spell works on robots.
It
But
says
Constructs.
willing creatures, so it is considered a creature. So
all right, then yes, I would include them.
all right. So as you guys wisp and win your way out, you hear alarms going off, people shouting. You hear them saying like, "They're they're air," and they're like, "Where the fuck are they?" And they're like, "Get all this smoke, get the suppression." You see like people casting like cones of cold at the fire and like uh you kind of but like you guys are so fast, you're up the elevator shaft and out and like they're shutting doors and stuff and barricading things, but you're just like wisping your way through all of these little like bits and pieces, and eventually you find yourselves out of the
I'm I'm making my way back to the boat.
okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm just following
We're
Etrian wherever
laboratory.
Etrian's going because we can't communicate, right?
Yeah, we didn't plan this far ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so where does everyone? Does anyone not go to the boat? I'll give it to you if you guys all go there, because that would
I mean,
make
I'm
the most
pretty
sense.
sure that's where we would head.
Um, but yeah, okay. Does anyone want to screw themselves? No? Sure?
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, so as you guys all appear on the boat and find yourselves back in normal form, yeah.
What the heck could be
Etrian has
about
never felt more alive.
Can we turn ourselves back into normal or
Yeah, it takes 1 minute. So
Okay.
it lasts for 8 hours. So for the next 8 hours, you can turn yourself back into
What?
gaseous form. It just takes a minute.
Okay.
really?
I think so.
Really strong
Until the spell ends, the
spell.
creature can revert to cloud form, which also requires a 1 minute transformation. Yeah. So you can just turn back into
Wow.
for the next hours. I'm just gonna start casting that at the beginning of sessions. on everyone.
Yeah.
Well, how long does
I'm
it
just-
take us to get all the way back to the ball sack?
So at 300 feet per minute, let's do some quick math.
300 feet per 6 seconds.
Per
So
6 seconds. So
times what? 12, 10 times 10. 3,000 feet per minute.
Damn. It's just broken. Why do we travel any other way?
I don't know.
You can just load up a big backpack with something, turn it into wind, and then just go.
So it's 300 feet per second. No, it's per
Round.
round. So it's per 6 seconds. So it's what, 50 feet per second?
You could kill somebody with that.
50 feet per second is 34 miles per hour.
You could literally kill someone. A vapor going through somebody at 34 miles an hour would probably kill them.
We found that out the hard way today as one of us hit
Hold
like
on,
a head or
I'm
something.
looking this up now.
So yeah, so it's about 35 miles per hour, 34 miles per hour.
No.
So yeah, you can make some pretty good distance, and
Yeah.
like
Holy shit.
Sheila's definitely just gonna get as small as possible and try to go through someone's head.
The one casualty of this entire encounter.
yeah, no one else died, but
A random street vendor.
It's the perfect crime.
I'm impressed you guys didn't kill anyone.
Never mind.
You're like, well, shit, no. Yeah, so you guys all find yourselves reappearing on the ball sack.
Well, how much
Or
health
on
do
the,
you guys have? Because we did like almost 70 damage of fire to them.
So you probably knocked a lot of them out, but like you wouldn't
They
have
got their
instantly
mages.
killed them. And
Mm.
there was a lot
Yeah,
of
there was-
healers in the area.
There was one
There's-
healer that didn't get hit.
There's,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like for all
Definitely on
intents and
purpose.
purposes, there's a lot of injured people, and you probably roasted a lot of people, but these were really tough individuals. So yeah.
They're all gonna get fired. This is the first time this has ever happened, and it was on their shift.
Yep.
Like, does anyone feel like we just played with the D-list crew though? I mean,
The D-
look at
us or them? No.
literally they had us trapped. If we got out,
This is not the stealth crew. That's impressive too. This is
the slippery bosom crew is maturing, and like I like it, guys.
I really
teamwork.
want
Pretty
that
good
spell.
at this stuff. What did we find down there anyway?
Yeah.
Oh,
did you-
right. We can do that. Let me go grab my book.
Yeah.
Bag of
Friendship.
whitish green powder, bricks of yellow something,
Substance.
In friendship.
Got a bunch of
plus 2 weapons, swords, daggers, and maces.
maces.
I will
Uh,
take some time out of working on the submarine to identify all of these things.
Okay.
A trap of some kind, armor of some kind, scrolls and potions.
My notes.
Nice.
Find so much stuff.
All right. Yeah. So you, as you're going through it, the bag of white green powder you find to be arcane, which is ether infused cocaine. It's like magically infused cocaine,
Excellent.
essentially. And then you
He's
find
gonna be so happy.
the bricks, the bricks of yellow substance are essentially the same thing, but yeah, they're
Like
more.
ultra purified and condensed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, give me some of that.
Um,
Yo,
Magical
not you're not gonna
cocaine.
use this, right?
Magical cocaine.
Oh,
Got it.
absolutely.
This
you,
trap is also magical cocaine.
the bunch of martial
It's all
weaponry.
cocaine. All the way down.
It's
You break open the sword, it's just more cocaine.
Um, in terms of and then you find martial weapons. So I'd say, considering you guys were rating it, um, I'd say, let's say, probably trying to think of how many you could fit into your bag. All right,
I
let's
have
go
the
with
bag of
this.
holding as well, so
Yeah.
Were you guys more interested in armor or weapons? Because is that what we kind of determine what you were more likely to grab?
Etrian was looking for armor that he could wear.
I have a really nice armor. I just need a nice mace now.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I saw plus 2 daggers, I would have grabbed 2 of those.
Okay, so like, yeah, 2 plus 2 daggers, 2 plus 2 daggers.
And I'm grabbing anything that looks like drugs.
I'll say you definitely found a nice plus 2 mace. Because I assume you guys were kind of looking for what you wanted. In terms of armor, you would find you found a few pieces of armor.
And an armband, anything that I can wear to boost my AC.
Yeah.
No,
um,
it's not great.
armor. Okay. So you found 2 breastplates of resistance. One is a breastplate of resistance of fire, and one is a breastplate of resistance of cold. You found a.
Can druids wear breastplates?
No, leather and any light armor, I think, or no, just not metal armor.
You guys are gonna be so
Like-
decked out after this. It's gonna be terrible.
I mean, come on, that was an intense 2 session.
It was. No, I give you. I mean, I'm trying to find it.
Can wear breastplate. So if there's a plus 2 breastplate, it says I'm proficient in it.
you could wear what? A druid?
Just not metal.
No, well, it says that druids don't wear metal, but does it say that I can't? Is the age-old argument. But I'll be happy with anything else that I can get.
Interesting.
So I'll
Were
say
there regular bracers of defense?
Etrian, you find a uh, it's it's the equivalent of a +2 studded leather. If I am doing, I guess. Wait, what do you have currently?
I have +1 studded leather.
Okay, so that's no good. That's no fun. Hold on. I have to remember. This is because I haven't played in a while. I have to remember what all of the different like armor stats are. I
They're
just have a
kinda
list
weird.
that says like find armor and weapons, and it's like, okay, cool. That's great until you're like, what are the specifics? This is such an interesting stream, right? Look at Joe look through the book because he didn't prep.
There is a certain amount of people that love this. Yeah.
Um. So okay. So Etrian, you find a. It looks like a chain shirt, but like the best way I can describe it is like, have you ever seen Lord of the Rings? And when they give him
Yeah.
the
It's
like,
the elf.
I mean,
it's like
you
the elven
literally giving
chain.
a
So
mithril.
it's a mithril chain shirt. So
Nice.
and it's a +1. So it's essentially a +4 plus a 14 plus your dexterity modifier.
My dex is 0.
So you have a 14 AC. Hopefully that's better.
That brings it down by 1.
Wait, really? You've
Yeah. I
a
said another
+1 studded
+1
leather?
and a shield because I don't use any weapons.
You'll still have the shield.
So I'll have 15 plus whatever mithril chain is. Is
It'll-
that in D&D?
It would be 14 plus 2. So it would be 16 now. If I'm doing that right. You have 0 dexterity as a druid?
But mithril,
I'm always an animal. But
mithril
mithril still
has
metal.
something though, right?
Can I still wear? Isn't you can't crit on mithril?
I
plate.
don't think mithril is metal,
Oh.
or I don't. Actually,
I guess it's still. Hold on.
is.
Let me
Well, like
find-
you
Hold
can't be
on,
crit or
Google can
something, right?
tell us this. It is technically a fictional
'Cause-
metal.
Because I can't wear elven chain.
Yeah, if you can't, that it's dwarven. I
How
think,
about how about an animated shield?
No.
How about one of those?
Oh my God! I forgot. I picked up a giant shield, didn't I?
Yeah, I never.
Yeah, you did.
You know, I put it on Twitter and then totally forgot about. And then no
Yeah,
one
did
responded
anyone-
to it because no one actually follows us. So
Mithril is metal, by the way.
it is metal. Okay.
We can figure this out off stream if we want to move forward. I'm okay with that.
I
But
I want to give you guys what you get, but yeah, this is
I
what I should
mean,
have been done.
I wouldn't be opposed to taking the mithril, but
yeah, I was grabbing armor left and right because that's the only thing. I just need stuff to. I'm not in my elf form that much, so the few times I am, I want to make sure I don't get hit right off the bat.
how about this? You guys give me what you wanted to find, and then I'll see what I can fit in there. This will make it
don't
easier.
forget, guys. I gave you the Griffin saddlebag. You guys need a link again? Let me know.
Couldn't say. Yeah. I don't know what that
Can
is.
I just get like a regular ass bracers of defense instead of the half bracers of defense?
The half bracers of defense.
Well, I got bracers of defense that are only +1 instead of +2.
That's funny.
You know,
To
Because
be
it's
honest,
cheaper.
what I should do is I should sit down with AJ and go through all of these. That's what I should do
Yeah,
before I
fair
go
enough.
handing a whole bunch of stuff out. So
I'm good with
I'll be right back.
because I'm
Sorry.
really decked out with items now. I've got that armor and a ring of swimming. It's like I'm good with
Mm.
Never mind. Spam call.
um so yeah, so let's say
hit is +12.
we'll say in terms of like the weaponry, the techno gadgets, and the armor and magical clothing, I'm gonna sit down and talk with AJ. The rings and potions and scrolls, I'm gonna do some rolling right now. So actually, I won't do this on stream because I feel like this is boring. I promise I will get you guys this.
I'm excited.
You guys get a bunch of shit. Yeah, because this is where I get in trouble is if I give out all this stuff and then AJ's like, they're so strong, and I'm like, you let them break into a
It's
high
power
security.
fantasy. Come on.
He'll
Powerful
just kill us
evidence
the next
locker?
session.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
If it
We
was
can cast spells that reverse gravity. What's a few +3 weapons? Come on.
Yeah.
when I ran my first campaign, I just handed out magical items like it was no one's business. Granted, you guys are high enough level now that it doesn't.
Yeah, we're like
it-
13,
Yeah, it
14.
doesn't make
It's
as
fine.
much of a difference, but like
Yeah.
it will like. Regardless, you do get a bunch of cool shit. I'm writing down what you guys like are looking for. to see if because
Anything-
you rolled a natural 20 when you're like looking through this
Right.
area, so like I assume
Anything
if you were looking for specific items, you probably
fire
found them.
related to would have definitely caught his eye, but that's up to you.
What did you say?
Anything fire related.
Okay.
I
Go,
can send you a list of stuff that I would
look
have
at
been
the two
looking
links
for.
I
But
just sent. There are like hundreds and hundreds of 5e compatible items.
Oh, I can take it because
Do we
it's
want to
either
go on break while you go through all the shit?
I was gonna say maybe we should take 5 minutes. Everybody.
all
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
it's almost 8, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go on break, and I'm gonna see if I can do some digging on magical items. And we will be right back.
Sick.
Sweet, sweet. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I bought these, I saw these guys.
2, 1. And we're back and having a long off-camera debate about magic items to no avail.
We got
Except-
nowhere.
No, we didn't.
Question: how much longer do we have with the Windwalk spell?
So I'd say I'm trying to think. Where's it? So the slippery bosom is offshore, right?
Mhm.
Far offshore. So let me.
Yeah, let me windwalk into like a magical shop.
Well, it's not offshore. It's like down the coast.
Yeah, let's just go steal everything. That's the rest of this session. We're wind. We go in, grab stuff, and leave.
That's it.
Yeah, the city's definitely not under high security right now. Definitely not
Yeah.
at all. You guys will be totally fine.
How would they know?
There's no way that they know that we would get all
How
the way
would they
across town at 34 miles an hour.
Uh,
This game is so broken. I love
Yeah,
it.
they probably still think we're like 3 or 4 streets away from them.
They probably think, can we do a roll to see if they think they caught us? They're just like looking at, they're trying to like dispel magic on smoke.
yeah, right. That's
Oh my
basically
God.
what they're probably
Yeah.
doing.
At disadvantage.
Um, so I guess if I flip you guys to so you guys are here, and the birds of paradise are here.
We're down here.
Yeah.
We're like way down the coast.
Okay, because it's somewhere in between Viomacania and Loratis's. And
Yeah,
not...
it's like a cove,
Okay. So
the Ballsack Cove.
Yeah, can we get somewhere that's just like away from everything, like as far as we can get in 8 hours, and then we can tree stride back in the morning, or plant travel via transport via plants. Couldn't remember it. Sorry, in the
I'd say-
morning, so we can get a.
So it probably take, if you guys headed to the boat, it'd probably take you 4 hours or so, because the boat's very far away from Viomacania.
Are we closer to like the outskirts of town the other way? Because if we can just go into the woods and hide out as far away as possible, keep moving for a bit, and then I can turn in, then I can get us back to the boat or back to like wherever we want to go.
So this is where you guys turned into wind and didn't communicate.
Yeah. So what we can, so we can get back to the boat. I guess that's where we said we would go before break those back
Yeah.
to the boat. So how much time will we have left? Like an
So you
hour?
guys,
Not
you got
even?
about 4 hours left of the spell if you're
Finn wants to try something real quick. He is going to dive like out into the water.
in
Like
wind
after
form.
after turning back into like corporeal
Okay.
form, he's gonna dive like pretty deep, and then he's gonna spend a minute turning back into air because he wants to see what happens.
So you spend a minute turning back into air, and as you let me pull up the full spell because you treat it ends up treating water like solid.
Yeah, you might hurt yourself.
You do hurt yourself. Let me figure out how badly you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just become like a bubble.
You got to look in gaseous form because the spell says you turn people into a gaseous form, and gaseous form says, shit, hold on. Treats liquids as though they were solid surfaces.
Oh.
Oh God, Finn just died.
Oh no. Well.
So would it create like a giant bubble around you that would like push in but can't do anything?
I feel
Or
like yeah,
expel
'cause
you
it's
out
not
the top?
it's not like
I
you're
feel
going.
like treats it like solids would mean like you can't pass into water.
Yeah, well that's what I'm thinking because you're right. It's like. God, you guys are really making me work on this.
Just want to do a nice prison escape. Come on. Well, while he's underwater, I'd be asking everybody else if we want to like get 4 hours away from here,
I mean,
so
we're
we can get a
pretty
long rest
far
in.
away now. You could just chill here.
My concern is that they can track these items somehow.
Oh, that's fair.
No, why would you worry about something like that?
Oh, I want.
I mean, they are in a different dimension, though, right?
Can I detect like
For the moment, well, you guys took them out to identify them, so
yeah, can I check for that?
Okay, so yeah, we should probably leave. Finn, Finn! Shit.
Um. Okay, so yeah, I would say Finn. You turn back into Finn, into gaseous form, and you end up becoming just a bubble, like a giant fin-sized bubble, and immediately get like propelled towards the surface.
All right. So as soon as I'm like in the air, I'm gonna start changing back into Finn.
So you get kind of shot out, and then kind of float because you're air, and then eventually a minute passes, and you're able to turn yourself back into Finn, and you fall back into the water or wherever you
We're
were.
all just watching him come out of nowhere and.
So you guys, I've got an idea.
Okay.
How was that, buddy?
We can go to the city at the bottom of the ocean, and then we can get back up by turning ourselves into clouds.
What's it? Oh, yeah, let's go do that.
Secret city that you don't know about that I cannot tell you about at this moment.
I'm sorry.
I'm down. In the meantime, though, we should probably leave, right? Put
Oh,
everything
yeah,
back in the bag of
what do you-
holding and
Yeah.
fly
Yeah.
somewhere away from here.
Why?
Or maybe because do you think they can track the weapons and all the stuff we just sold or just stole?
Respect for
Well,
that right now.
the ship has anti-scrying, right?
Yeah, but does that count for tracking stuff?
I
Like
don't-
locate object?
I don't know. I didn't do it, so somebody might be able to tell. Whoever did it could probably tell
The
us.
book is just a bunch of runes. I don't know. It was like a giant paint by numbers.
Can I Arcana check it? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, do an Arcana check. We'll see if you guys can figure out
20.
detection.
Guidance?
That
Always
15
forget.
for me. Wow, that was a sad roll.
Your trigger divination magic.
That's like, wow, that was a horrible roll.
Yes. Was.
Or
Well, we
perceived
can
scrying spells. Look at object
teleportation.
is.
we can go visit
Divination magic.
Loredus
So,
and ask.
so Magmar, as you are, as you and Knockdown are kind of like putting your heads together about this, you do realize that the locate object spell works essentially in the same fashion as a scry spell would, so you know that it is protected via the boat.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but you do probably assume that they will attempt to track these items.
We're gonna have to leave these on the boat till we can remove this from these items. But there's
Well, I figure after enough time they would just stop looking, right? I mean, they're gonna have other stuff to do.
they're gonna want to find us,
Well,
bro.
plus locate object only works within like 1,000 feet, so we just gotta leave the city.
That's a good point. And well,
That's true.
the other thing is they have no shortage of interns who could just
Yeah, you
spend
just do it
their
all the time.
entire existence searching.
Well,
for
hopefully pretty soon we'll give them some other stuff to worry about instead of lost items, you know, like
valid.
Anybody have is there like a disenchant spell or something? How do you get rid of that?
I think you'd be able to. They can locate object or scry or just randomly decide
Oh,
to
it's
scry
just
in
an
it.
object that they know.
Yeah.
So we would have to
They-
protect the. Oh, so we would have to put the runes that we put on the boat on our items. That's it. We're good.
That costs a lot of money though.
Yeah,
I would just risk it depending on what we have. I mean, you know,
I really like.
they already know our faces, so they're looking at me everywhere. They're looking for all of us. I think except for Sheila, right?
Well, there's the captain Thadious is looking for you guys via the scry spell and has eyes in Viomacania, but Viomacania itself didn't necessarily have anything out for you, if I remember correctly.
Well, I mean, they do now.
They do. Oh, they absolutely do.
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
We can't go back there.
yeah, we can never come back here again. At least we didn't kill anybody. That's a plus.
I mean, as far as they know, Magmar and I are both.
Oh, we're guards technically. We just whips
that just disappeared.
away with you.
Unless anybody knows what spell that is, and they know that you're willing creatures.
Oh. Well.
How fast does Stockholm syndrome set in? You guys just turned.
We turned immediately.
Oh man.
Well, I would still vote because you can't do that if it's on a different plane and a bag of holding is a different dimension, right? So what if we take it like 2 hours away, take him out for a couple minutes, put him back, and 2 hours back to the boat just
Yeah,
to get him going in a different direction.
that would be funny.
Can we frame someone? Where does Thaddeus hang out?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Right? We're wind. We just hide out somewhere like on a roof, take them out, put them back, like wait for a
Oh
couple
my
minutes,
God,
or
we'll
we can just
cross over.
drop one on, like pick the
Yeah,
least, like some of the drugs and put them around his house.
Oh my God. That would be awesome.
Oh boy. So, all right. I know we just came back from break, but I don't really have anything else planned, and I think
Okay.
um, rather than make you guys all listen to us ramble on about what we think or might want to do, I think I'm gonna end it there. We'll have officially wrapped up this session. We'll be back next week with the start,
Thrilling conclusion.
yeah, the thrilling conclusion to breaking out
Thrilling
Heavy
big-
Neck.
yeah.
And yeah, so
If
thank you
he's
all
even still alive.
if he's still alive. So
Yeah.
thank
He
you guys all
better
for
be.
watching, and we'll see you next week.